having a hard time getting to your place, Crocks, they can handle it. Hey, here's a little quick one for you. Anybody out there have these? And then they're like crunched up, so they're not waterproof no more. You don't want to throw them away. They're like $250, and you don't know what to do. The warranty's out. Well, guess what? I'm sure I'm not the first guy to do this, but I turned them into something kind of cool. Muck shoes. I still got a little work to do on this, so they're a little rough, but I slipped them on. This thing don't crush, just bounces right back, or you can pull on the deal here. And you can still walk in like a couple inches of goo, you know, going here to there, or take off the really mucky ones and slip these on to go to the house. Because they still got plenty of good useful tread. They're still, you know, warm and waterproof. They extend the life of these guys here. So all I did is I took a Sharpie and traced around this whatever logo you got back there, and then picked one of these things to go up to. I picked number 3, went around number 3, down around, catch this guy here, and then up over that. Cut it out with a razor. It cuts really easy. Be careful. I'll do a segment on this one. Might have to edit it a bit, or run it in fast motion. I don't know. But we'll see how this goes. So you take your Sharpie. Try to find one that still has good ink. Maybe you want to wear your glasses if you're like me. And then you just kind of find a nice line. Get your line start there. And take your line up there. Kind of try to make it flow nice. So you can see whatever brand it is. Also, it just adds a nice heel. And then you're gonna come down around here and just kind of swoop. And just meet the swoops. Trying to make it kind of look like the other one. Like that. Do the same thing to the other side. Kind of find a swoop. These turned out so good. Could almost wear them to church. And just cut with the razor. Make sure you keep your thumb and everything behind the razor, and you just plunge cut it. And the heel area usually has more than one layer, so be careful. Don't think you're going to just like drag it really hard. Just plunge cut it, one plunge at a time. And you'll see that the back has a lot more rubber to it than the front does. And be very careful. Plunge cut. Don't drag the razor, okay? Don't try to hurry it up. Just follow your line. Clean up that. Okay. Now again, with even the thinner stuff, I would recommend that you do plunge cutting, because you don't want to be dragging this thing. You might come off your line and mess your muck boots up. Maybe we should call them Crocks, because they're not Crocks, and they're not really muck boots, but whatever. Because if you make a mistake, it's not a happy accident here. You could literally slice your finger to the bone. or almost worse yet, take a big old hunk of meat out on your way through to the other side, and your accident will not be happy. It'll take a lot of fun out of this little project. Okay, so then you got some, it's coming off here, almost severed. Boom. It looks something like this, something like that. Now, yeah, you can still see some Sharpie, but that's okay. You can take some acetone and it'll come right off, or just leave it. Now, you might have a little funky edge here, or here, or here, and you can just kind of inspect it. If you don't quite like the profile, then you can just take and do some gentle slicing. You use a new razor for this. Grab a new razor, put it in your knife, and then you kind of shave off some of this stuff here. Clean up the edges. I don't like this hump. But keep your hand behind your cutting. Don't cut towards your hand, right? Always cut away from yourself. I mean, I'm cutting towards my torso, but I'm just using very gentle strokes, and I'm cutting away from my fingies. So that you end up with something like this. This goes down further on the outside. Maybe you want to match them up. I don't know. Cut away any little bit of fabric that's whatever. And then maybe throw in some old insoles or some new insoles, and boom. You got a pair of super Crocks. Crocks, whatever you want to call them. I know y'all want to see them on. Boom. Look at that. Right? I am the picture of fashion. Hope you guys have a great evening.